not alone. This is the Resistance.
Okay.
What's up, everyone? This is Tin Man with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance. We've only got audio only tonight because we're having some technical issues, but we got it covered at least. We got Grandmaster Revan, we got Zero, and we've got the lovely Genevieve, who still refuses to show us her titties, which makes the feminists very happy.
And we got Batman in the background walking around.
Yay, Batman.
Well, no, it's a kind of zeros.
Okay, so what's our main topic?
Well, I'd like to do
anything but those stupid zebra penises.
Why?
How about Roger Stone? Talk about Roger
Yeah.
Stone.
Okay.
I don't know much. I just decided to throw out a topic.
All right, go for it.
Batman says he knows.
Yeah, he got banned from a platform along with Owen Schroyer because they were talking about some issues that got him pretty much booted off of YouTube.
What were those issues?
Either immigration or something, some racial things that,
Some way that they can hang him with the race card, Batman states, on a technicality.
Aha. Zebra penises.
Oh, did you guys hear that Neil Diamond died
We have
today?
audio.
Yes. We have
no,
audio.
I didn't.
Yeah, Neil Diamond died.
Visuals then.
Yeah, a lot of people died. Fucking even
So did John
politicians. Yay.
so did John-
Politicians died.
So did John McCain.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. John McCain. So are politicians. Yay.
One oligarch down, more to
Yeah,
go.
John McCain. I bet. Wait.
Yeah.
Yay! The guy that let Obama win died. Batman says.
Oh,
One oligarch down, more to go.
I will have to admit this. I voted for John McCain. I voted for him to become president, but that was just me.
Let's see who's next. Pelosi.
The lesser of two evils.
Batman said that was the lesser of two evils. That is not your fault.
Well, it was the same thing with the. It was the same thing with the recent election. What, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, about 2 years ago, darling.
yeah.
About 2 years ago.
I voted for the lesser of two evils.
I voted for the greater of two titties.
Yeah, Genevieve should run for president and say, vote for me and I'll show you my tits.
Yeah, and then never do it. Like all politicians.
Right.
You want to know what's fun? You want to know what's funny? Madonna says, "If you vote for Hillary, I will give you a blowjob." That I was in line for.
That probably would have gone over better if it happened in the 80s.
Yeah, when she was not as used as she is now.
Yeah, she ain't like a virgin no more.
I'll just come in there.
Ew.
Okay, why did I get bumped off? What epic was said?
Nothing epic
don't-
was said. We were talking about Madonna not being like a virgin.
I think Genevieve is queefed. And he got booted.
That sounds controversial.
Batman, scoot forward another 1.5 feet so you can be closer to the microphone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like right here. Sit right here.
So, Grandmaster,
Yeah.
I have proof from Victoria's Secret that I am not flat chested.
Okay.
I know that. We all know that. All people know that.
I have a paper that says that I'm not.
Darling,
Aren't you like? Don't you take 3 letters to express that?
darling, us 3 guys know you got nice titties, and they're like,
Yeah,
Like,
I want her to be in my Slenderman porno.
and you'll be
Dude,
closer.
no one's gonna watch that. Seriously, no one's gonna watch that.
One more.
The trailer's getting a lot of views,
darling,
actually.
I'll tell you what, if I was over there, I'll be like on your boobies all freaking day.
You'd have to watch out for Bradley, though.
And I'll help you make a second.
Oh my goodness. As long as it's a
Hey,
little girl.
Drop a
when you-
cheese load.
If you have every video game from Atari to PlayStation 1, I think you will be quite occupied.
Hmm.
As well as randomized original games.
As well as randomized versions of certain games, certain original games. I think he would be quite occupied for a while.
If you really need to play Zelda 2 at Zelda with a purple dress on.
Like if you wanted to play Zelda 2 as Princess Zelda with a different color scheme dress. You can play Zelda as Zelda.
Bradley gets frustrated with the Sega. I have a Sega, and he gets frustrated with that.
I got the original Xbox with about 8 games on it. The first generation, the first generation of the first gen Xbox.
I have a Sega, the newer version of it. I used to have an old one back in the 80s, or sorry, the 90s. But the Sega that I have now has like over 40 something games on it.
Nice.
I went for a week at my mom's house, and we were talking. He pulled out underneath the couch is the Sega, the Sega CD or Sega Dreamcast, whatever it is. He
Ugh.
plugged it in. Grand Theft Auto 2 from 98.
Oh man.
From 98.
Wow.
Oh.
And I'm like, I'm looking back 20 years ago. I'm like, I was about 22, 23 years old when my son was even born.
This is actually a really good topic because we can actually talk about the graphics of how far they've come and also why they feel the need to have better graphics. We were happy when we had pixelated pictures, when they were all blocky.
Well, the thing is, back in the 80s, you had 8-bit, 16-bit, and then you had went from little cartridges to the disc in the late 90s with Sega CD, and because that's where
Super Nintendo and 4K.
Sega CD started the whole disc thing.
Now, see, I was used to having cartridges this big, like as big as a Capri Sun package, where you shove it into the thing, and in order to get it to work, if it didn't work right away, you had to pull it out, blow on the bottom cartridge of it, then shove it back in and slam it down, otherwise it would work.
Are we still talking about video games? Or are we
Yeah,
talking
forgot
about your
about
sex
Frank.
life?
I remember back in the 80s, the early 80s, I played games like Burger Time, Q*bert, Pac-Man, Voltage Position.
My
And
games
this
of
is on-
choice.
This was on the old Atari system.
Oh,
I
man.
I miss it.
I need
That
more
thing was
mutant
freaking
pickles
hard
to
because all you
murder.
had was the joystick and one button.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all you needed.
My personal favorites for the Sega were Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Mortal Kombat.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off of memory. I'm gonna go off of memory here, and remember that I'm talking about consoles because I can go get any game that is available that has been created, more or less. I have Atari, I have regular Nintendo, I have Super Nintendo. Regular Nintendo and Super Nintendo are at 4K 10p,
Yeah.
like the best resolution you can put on
Well,
anything.
all the original pixels are rounded off.
All the original pixels are rounded off. Now we also have a Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy
Now,
DS.
we have taken regular Game Boy games and colorized from 16 colors max.
We have
Used to be
we have
green
pretty
color.
much made a Game Boy into a Super Nintendo.
Well, regular Nintendo.
Well, regular
I
Nintendo.
remember playing Contra,
We have
and Contra was the Call of Duty before Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I have a question.
We have a Contra randomizer for each level difference.
Okay,
I have a question. What is the point of this of the Minotaur Maze game? What is the point of it from Sega?
Minotaur.
reference
Yeah,
to
it's
the
a-
old Minotaur labyrinth from Greek mythology.
Yeah, but Bradley tried to play that, and he couldn't get through the maze. I mean, he went through it, but he could not defeat the Minotaur.
I remember playing Altered Beast for Sega Genesis. Altered Beast.
Mine was just regular Sega Genesis, and that's what I have right now. It's a regular Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I've got a
I got-
PlayStation 2 and a Sega Genesis.
we have a Genesis with a handful of games.
Yeah.
That is readily available, but it doesn't mean that we can't go to the store and get more
Yeah.
for
The
free.
The five store.
Free.
There's a place where
One more
you
time.
can called Bray Software
Okay. So
where I live at. It has all the games from the Nintendo system back in the day to now.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what relevance does this have to politics or real world?
Because politics are basically like a big old video game. In order to get anywhere in politics,
Undermining the system that is built and established by currency by creating a means of entertainment that is grandly with a grand library that you need 0.00 currency to even produce.
hmm
Okay.
And not just that, you also play certain games to predict some events that'll happen within a year or even decades from now,
hmm
to a degree. And I mean, you could see them through Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Now, if you play Black Ops, the first Black Ops, behind you is a computer, and if you hack, I mean, you put in certain codes like some on JFK or LBJ or something of that time period, you will find out a lot of shit, man, and it's Easter eggs and shit.
Huh.
Highly insane Easter eggs. I mean,
It's like The Simpsons.
Back to the Future. That movie has so many Easter eggs.
Yep.
So many Easter eggs, and like, man, and you wouldn't think this shit until like years later. The Cubs, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series 2 years ago. Holy shit! And you wouldn't think that.
Does that coincide with the timeline?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's predicted. I mean, The Simpsons done it. Family Guy, American Dad, the game.
Yeah, thank you for finding something that I can actually speak about for a moment because I almost exploded.
Now there's like if you look at GTA 5, it has Easter eggs like if you look at Weasel TV or Weasel News, it's Fox News in GTA 5. If you look at Life Invader, Facebook, okay, this character called Lacey Jonas, it's a parody of Lindsay Lohan. and then I mean, if you look at LSPD, it's LAPD, okay? FIB, FBI, IAA, CIA. It's I mean, if you look at F1 program, Scientology,
Yeah.
and it's either making fun of them or kind of predict a little bit here, and
Sometimes it does both.
yeah, and there's a Easter egg where if you go on YouTube, you can see a ghost from a certain distance, but go near it, it disappears. But at the edge of the cliff, there's some bloody hand, and a newspaper that states that so and so died, and her husband, who was a governor candidate, who looked like Donald Trump.
Oh, let me explain predictive programming here for a moment a little bit. Remember back before 9/11 happened, and there was a lot of movies that kind of pointed at 9/11, 9/11, 9/11, 2001, 9/11, 9/11. That's just considered predictive programming. And then did you notice how whenever the awakened populace more or less started pointing at September 23rd, what was September? Wait a minute, September 23rd. Why are we now seeing September 23rd a lot of things? And then we could never actually find a technical event when in our actuality we was actually covering the event parallel at the exact same time, which was Jade Helm.
Yeah, that was a Texas, Utah, and Arizona.
Yeah, that's what was on record. The entire thing was. Do you remember how also parallel at the exact same time we talked about, maybe this was a little more obscure, some people may or may not remember this, but there was an article and stuff about it, about these Sam's Clubs that were recently sprung up within 6 or something months, and they stayed open. They were up and running, but nobody opened them for like 6 to 8 months, and then randomly, mysteriously, now let's fast forward to the present. 90 to 99% of these Sam Clubs are closing down and are no longer used anymore.
Yeah, we have one that's like a year, maybe a year and a half. You're lucky. And then are treatment.
So yeah, all these events run parallel. The thing is that this one was actually a test. It was like they was testing something. See what it was, see how it worked, what was going on, and then shortly thereafter. What was the thing shortly thereafter? Let me remind you a little bit. Wasn't it the Mandela effect suddenly happened to all of us? Like, holy, what the is going on here? Go ahead,
At the
Batman.
same time.
The Sam's Club that's dormant up here right now still has a bunch of pallets sitting outside the store, but they've been closed for like freaking like
A year.
6 months now.
A year.
Yeah. So why are all these salvage pallets sitting out there and no one's picking them up? What's going on? The store's already closed. I don't understand.
See that something, and then suddenly at the beginning of the month we get a purge of the only news organization that technically states things from a different point of view, and that's about how I would write it down as. It's a different point of view than the narrative.
It started with them, but
Don't
now
say
it's
direct
everybody.
things.
They're
There you go.
everybody and the brothers, cousins, nephews.
Like you notice how I say general Batman. Okay, I'll get up off the soapbox now, like Batman says.
What now? I mentioned this before. Was it last week? I think about the whole Google bullshit that even if you turn off your location on your device, whether it's an iPhone or Android device or whatever you're using, they can still track you. And below that article, that there's ways to stop them from tracking you. Well, if you're using an iPhone or Android device or any other device, or tablet or whatever, I did that.
And I stated, Grandmaster, that you can do everything that you want to do, but what I've noticed is they can do location or 911 only. There is no way to actually legitimately turn that stuff off. Not even the old style. Not even the old style touchpad P9 Word original tiny phone. Not the original phones, but the original phones that came out like maybe 8 years ago. You can't even turn location off on them. It goes to 911 only.
Yeah. But what can you do is that you could So like if you use the app on it's like an iPhone, you put it where you said it were only to use while using this app. That's it, and they cannot check you on that thing. Same with the Android. You can switch it to where you deny the access to the app itself to your location thing, and you can also go on to your Google account and go into it. So like you go to myactivity.google.com and you go to the upper left down scroll and go to activity control. You can shut off the app and web activity.
There you go.
If they want to do something, they're going to do it. And anything that you choose to put in their way, they can just more or less blink their eyes and be right past it. That's all I'm going to state behind what you said with all your preliminaries and precautions, Grandmaster. I'm not putting you down. I understand the whole statement. We're
But what bugs me is that you're supposed to be a company that's supposed to be providing a service, right? Like you go to say, a grocery store and they provide you with items that you need for your home and whatnot, or you go to like Walmart or Walgreens or any store, they provide service, and they're supposed to provide you a good service. But what Google and Facebook are doing is totally opposite. They are basically you're basically the the commodity. You are the commodity, and you are the commodity. You are the advertisement that they're making money on.
Yeah, I know that. I tried to turn off my location on my phone, and it does have Google on it. And I tried to turn it off, and every time I will turn it off, but as soon as I get to Walmart or something like that, because I have the Walmart app, it clicks right back on.
Well, what you can do is block access. You can block the app access to the location.
I
If I do that, I won't be able to turn it on manually because it turns on automatically. If I block it, it won't let me use the app.
Well, something's wrong there, darling. I mean,
I have a
There-
Samsung. I have a Samsung Express.
It goes to
Samsung-
prove that it doesn't matter what you do, they will stop you from doing it. If they want to do something, they will make sure that they do it because I'm constantly getting back and forth, bumped off right
Mhm.
now because I sat down and explained that.
Yep.
so far, none of us got bumped off yet. I mean, Zero's been bumped off what, twice already? What, twice?
3.
Yeah, 3 because the last time it was just frozen. It didn't bump him off completely, but it froze him.
I really have to apologize, guys. I'm going to have to dip out for a moment because I had a free-range agreement and I really wish you would have started an hour ago. Gotta go.
Hi, man.
Right.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just that no, we are the commodity. I mean,
Mhm.
now, I mean, think about having a TV, a big ass flat screen TV on your wall, and it's made by Samsung. Okay, Volt 7 was a CIA program where if you had a iPad or iPhone um, or a Samsung uh, or a Samsung flat screen TV, they could listen in onto whatever you're saying, or I mean, just pick up whatever. I mean, they can hack your devices and shit.
That's why I put a piece of tape or a sticky note over my camera.
But what's funny is that some of us are gamers, big time. Okay, we play online, we talk shit, And now they're now they're invading the gaming world. Okay? The FBI, NSA, uh, MI6, and GCQ, because they say, quote unquote, terrorists might be plotting on online games, World of Warcraft, Half-Life, and Xbox Live.
Yet we found a terrorist cell and camp here in the United States training kids to shoot schools and nothing.
And it's strange because not everybody, I mean, who plays Call of Duty or GTA or Battlefield or anything like that, are bad people. They just want to get fun.
Oh, most people are good people.
I think it's fun, you know. And yeah, I mean, some of us talk shit, but it's plain simple. But you know, it's part of, you know, it's hey man, not everybody will do that shit. Like plot on what or what to do while online. But I mean, it's dumb. You're taking something that's fun and you're using it to plot something, plot an event.
Yeah, I think
You're
like the worst thing I've heard happen as far as video games are concerned is you get trolls on there like fucking what's his name? Ching Chong Choi, let me suck that dick. Like that motherfucker. Like that big black motherfucker going. I'm not a black guy, I'm a little Asian boy. Ching Chong Choi, let me suck that dick. I'm not gay, I just suck dick.
Or the
I
famous
love-
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
there is I watched a documentary about Anonymous two nights ago, and there's a game where they went in and totally just got a lot of people.
Have a
There's
hotel.
this black guy.
Have a
There's like this
hotel.
black guy. Yeah, and a black guy, afro, in a suit, making a swastika, blocking people from going in the pool.
Yep. Have a hotel. I remember that.
And they weren't people. They were trolls. They were trolling people on there. My son used to play on Club Penguin, and he got suspended for like 3 months for saying like because he got in an argument with somebody and typed up "fuck you" or "fuck you" whatever it is, and he got banned for almost 3 months.
No shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is like 8 years. Oh, was it 7 8 years ago? I think? And he'll play. He'll get on my laptop and play Penguin. And, I mean, Disney owned this game, and it got hacked. It got hacked three times. Three
Wow.
times. And also, it's been used as a tool to gather information from what I learned about it. And my son quit playing it because he learned about it. And that's same with we call it uh, something birds, something birds.
Angry Birds?
Yeah, Angry Birds, because they were collecting information too on gamers and shit. And my son quit playing it. So I mean, it's like he loved playing it, and he'll play it on his iPhone and his tablet, and all of a sudden he quit playing it
Wow.
and stuff, and stuff. I mean, it's insane because when you look at these tech companies, I mean, you look at Facebook, look at Twitter, look at Apple and YouTube and other companies, they went from now Facebook was supposed to be a social media platform to rate college girls. Okay? So they ended up being a social media where you meet friends, family, and whatnot, loved ones. Make friends. And now it's if you say anything, oppose something that somebody on Facebook don't agree with, like Mr. Jew Dwarf himself, Mark Zuckerberg, Mr. Little Dick, says, "I'm sorry, but I'm a communist. I don't like your free speech." Click. See my little dick?
See my little dick?
Sorry, Jew boy, but I'm sorry you had to run two large books because you're going to be too tall. Even my dick is taller than you, Jew dwarf. Shit, little.
Never had that happen to me. Mr. Zuckerberg's never said anything to me or done anything to my accounts, and I've said a lot of bad things.
I remember posting 3D pics from when I was playing on GT5 where I'm playing as a character and there I look to the right. There's a bunch of people. Out of one of those people is a topless woman. Whether you're a blonde or a brunette, they're topless. I took pictures of the titties. I posted them on Facebook, and even two dogs fucking on Facebook. And I got banned for 15 to 18 hours. I couldn't post. I couldn't reply. I couldn't share for 15 hours
Wow.
because I posted titties from a video game and dogs fucking.
I've
So
posted different things than that. I've actually posted one naked picture of a celebrity, but that was just because I was asking, I was like, do you guys think this is real or photoshopped? Never got banned. Ever.
and then on Twitter, I got booted from my account on Twitter. I put in my password, couldn't get in. So I had to like again rebuild my thing. I had to restart, and I created two because that's when I started I'm a Liberty Media on Twitter and shit. So and I had to rebuild my Facebook page, and that's when I decided to rebuild my Anonymous Liberty Media. Plus, I also did the TWRN ALM Revolution page on Facebook. Which I kind of did it. I wanted to. I felt like I wanted to share something. Like I was furious, but also I needed to do it anyway. I felt like I needed to do it
Yeah.
and stuff. So and I had two videos removed on my Anonymous Liberty Media channel. I got first strike, which was lasted for 3 months. I waited for 3 months. I was at my son's house for the week. It was supposed to lie a week, and then on July 3rd, holy shit, I got this email. Dear Anonymous Liberty Media, I want to let you know that your video violated the community guidelines because it harassed, it intimidated, it da 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 bing bing. Then 3 months to the day from the first strike, I got the strike again. So I can't stream until November. Again!
Huh.
That'll be 6 goddamn months. I can't stream on my channel, man. But on my first channel, I can. The ALM channel on YouTube. That's where I did the free for all. I love doing the free for all. That was a fun thing to do. Was any topic, any time, any. I mean, the free for all. I chose that term, the free for all, because if there's a topic you want to bring in, do it. We're all ears. Let's talk about it. I don't care if it's 3 hours to 5 hours. We're going to talk about any topic or how long it will take to just even talk about the topic. It'll be free for all.
Exactly.
And I can't do that. I feel like it's been I feel like that's been taken from me. I feel like that's my baby up there. That's part of the counter of the round table. The round table we choose what one or two topics. The first of all was any topic at all at any time. It was like a one-legged networking contest for anybody who wants to join. It was free for all. And now I can do it for 3 months. Another 3 months.
Wow, that sucks.
That's why I did that video called YouTube Fuck You. YouTube you pissed me off.
Um, See, I have a YouTube channel, and I have expected myself to be banned because of one of my videos. It was the video about the woman who told me that I was being abusive. I was like, seriously? I am not being abusive. Like, I went on, like, I think it was a 10-minute rant. It was a live stream video. I mean, I went on like a 10-minute rant about that woman, and I have expected it to be banned or to be removed because of the fact of how much I was cussing, and I don't have it set to the right age discrepancy. I'm like, dude, seriously? Why? Kids shouldn't be watching stuff like that in the first place.
Zero and I did 3 videos, and they were nearly 40 minutes long. And it was a 3-video test. And we got, they were totally fucking us big time. And
then
literally. And Azura will talk about the memes he created, which was kind of cool thing.
we even had a post.
Yeah. I told you it was important to do with it. Because the numbers were, as soon as we started thinking about it, this shit went from like 7 to 21. Shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all 3 videos we did was that, well, like the first 2, like total. They just knew what we were doing, man. And but the memes, holy shit, dude! Right at the time we were talking about the memes, boom, got hit, big time. And it's also, it looked like we were, just sitting there talking. We were doing like this test, see how far they could go census and shit. So it was just one big fucking another for us because it was to see how far it would take for YouTube to pull the plug on it. And then the third video was like the same thing. Big old interruption and shit. Just over big fucking. So I wanted to do this thing, and I told Zero about it. So we did the test. And fuck, man. Anything you talk about, literally, they would really, really fuck you.
Yeah.
At any time, I did about 15 videos within a week. About half those got stopped because my sync broke. My Wi-Fi connection got cut.
Oh wow.
That's never happened before ever. And all of a sudden, I was getting down deep on a certain topic. Holy shit! My Wi-Fi got cut. The link got cut. I was like, what the fuck? And it froze.
Not right.
So I had to pull out my one of my phones to pick up where to actually start over again, and I had to literally had to wait till my computer was unfroze. Holy crap! My Wi-Fi link got cut, and my computer froze.
That's the acronym stepping in. That's just stupid and wrong.
So they know what we are talking about, and they know how far down the drug hole we're going.
Hmm.
As a huge fucking dumbass rabbit hole.
It is, and a long one too.
Oh yeah.
We've gone through so many different things on our videos, and yet we still haven't reached the bottom of it all.
Nope.
As
Yeah.
I'm censored on the internet.
I know. I saw.
Okay, so more or less, what Grandmaster was talking about before I was censored off the internet was the YouTube ban. We did 3 separate videos, and we did a post video afterwards explaining more or less how and what had exactly happened, because I can understand things and I understand how this works, so I can infer better. I'm not saying I'm better than most people, because everybody should have the ability to do this once they sit down and actually Sherlock Holmes the situation. Which basically, what I'm basically stating as Sherlock Holmes' situation is more or less take out what is impossible, and what is left over is the only thing that is plausible. Such as Han Soloing out of a situation. You just basically bullshit enough until you can walk the hell away gracefully.
Oh fuck yeah!
What he's trying to say is that we were talking about the accounts of the videos being manipulated. Essentially, like as soon as we started complaining about it, it manually went from 7 to 21, but it did hover to 7 forever.
Yeah, let's talk about the absence of the actual counter at the ticker line of the YouTube videos, Grandmaster. Like we was that one night where we made that video go almost to 100 views, because we were sitting here. How come the ticker's not ticking?
Well, the thing was, in my theory, hopefully in my, like we did the Record Bowl last weekend, and I know for a fact we got more than views than what was there anyway. And I had a feeling that some views are being held back. They're holding numbers until they feel what is your surface number.
Yeah.
And they're because guys, we hit a nerve within the last 2 years. I mean, we literally hit the pause button, and I mean, I tell you what, count how many viewers we got with every single workout we did the last 2 years combined. Imagine that.
Dude, I remember back. I remember back beyond 2 years ago watching, and y'all was getting nearly 200 views.
Yeah.
A week.
For a video, right?
Per video.
Fuck yeah, dude. I did
Yeah,
a
it's
video here
YouTube
a while back.
censorship, dude.
I did that video here a while back, and it was titled "Feminism is Cancer, the Scientists Need to Quit Playing God." I got at least 180 within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's Rob.
Yeah, it's straight up YouTube censorship. But yet, you know, they want to target us for speaking the truth, but
Yep.
you get fucking scammers and shit all over the fucking internet, on social media in particular, trying to scam people for iTunes cards. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm hearing about this all the time. And I even get people hitting me up about this fucking iTunes card thing. It's like, hey, can you buy me an iTunes card so I can pay this bill or that bill, or I need food or this and that. It's like, we're getting censored, but these people are running a fucking muck.
Thanks, fine until I say it's code.
That's like when I was hacked. I was hacked and shit, and the person went to my sister, Zero, my son
Yeah.
asked me for money or asked for money, and then Kudos, because Daryl called me that day that they got hacked, and he asked me, "Oh, what was it, brother?"
Oh, somebody was trying to ask me for money for some kind of iPhone activation card, and I video called Grandmaster, and he says that's bull BS. I am not typing you right now.
Yeah, iTunes
Mhm.
cards, right?
Because I like went straight to face-to-face interaction, because I'm like, Grandmaster would never ask me for money. This is very, very strange.
Yeah, because I don't eat it. I mean, I want the I would that I would that there. I wouldn't do that. That's my friend. You know, I mean, I'll need money from anybody.
Yeah, and they play the relationship shit. It's like, come on. Like, people aren't wise to that fucking shit.
Am I
Feels like
bad
this
because I
person
like
only
to fuck
went
with
to.
them?
Huh?
This person,
Am I bad
this
because I like fucking with them?
Yeah.
No, that's
this
fun.
person
Yeah, like,
was
I'm
my
talking to
sister.
one right
I
now.
play along, sit there and
Like-
tell them I love them and stuff like that. And then
Yeah,
when they ask me
that's-
for money. I was like, who do you think I am? The bank? Bye.
Yeah.
Nope.
This person was my sister, thinking that it's me. And then my sister goes, "I thought you couldn't." A new Facebook page. The person says, "Yeah, but ignore it. Ignore it." I was like, "Oh, fuck that shit." So I said, why are you going to my sister, dude? You know, I'm like, I need it. I need that iTunes card. I was like, give me time. I'll call her book and shit. Then the worst mistake she did, she went to my son.
Okay.
She went to my son.
What was this
saying,
person's name?
You need to save your dad. Tell my son, you need to save your dad. My son says,
That's been happening.
my son told her, go fuck yourself. Good job.
Right?
That's been happening to a lot of YouTubers lately. Like
So check
a
this
lot
out.
of.
When I got hacked, the reason why I started this new profile, I've already told Grandmaster the story. I don't think I've told anybody else though. This person hits me up on Facebook and tells me that I am required to donate so much money to a charity of her choice, or she was going to release a video of me masturbating all over the internet. Okay, I didn't take it seriously at first. Then she started sending me pictures, like still frames. All right, she sent me 3 pictures of me with my dick in my hand, and I was like, okay, well, what is this? And then she should have sent me a face shot.
Huh.
Why?
So they were activating your webcam and videotaping you?
I'm guessing.
Huh.
So
That's why I'm glad that I always cover myself up when I'm doing something like that. I always cover myself up.
I'm
another
glad I
thing-
use it soft.
That's why I just, when I'm not using my cam, I just aim the motherfucker down. Videotape the
No, it's
floor,
one of those things. I've
motherfuckers.
gotten to the point where it's like any cameras that are within view are either covered. My phone is in the dead next room if I'm doing something like that. Like,
Right?
I have an app that blocks my camera and my mic. I'm good.
I
call
just aim my camera at the floor. Videotape the floor.
It's called a camera and microphone blocker. And it will block your microphone and your camera. I love this app on my phone. I can jerk off the sock. I'm good.
Hey, anybody
Nothing.
want to fucking post
I don't know.
me on the internet naked? I'll fucking sue them for copyright infringement.
I don't know why this person's attacking just men. I mean, there's women that masturbate more than men do.
well, it's women that are doing it.
That's
Because
No. No, not all women. Men too.
Yeah, there are men behind those computers, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're using the screenshot of a woman in order to get guys to be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'll do that
Yeah.
because they're promised something in return.
How I know is that this person that thought was a chick was face chatting me. All of a sudden, saw a black dude. I was like, "You're supposed to be a white chick? Go fuck yourself."
Oh wow.
I go, you're a scammer. You're supposed to be a white bitch. Now you're a black guy now. Holy crap! What did you get? A sex change or some shit? What the hell?
Give me an iTunes card.
No,
Suck
he
this
went out and bought a human sleeve.
dick. He's like, give me an iTunes
That's
card.
not
And come suck
joke.
this dick.
I mean, I'm set. No kids.
everybody.
Holy crap! What the hell? Not titties. But from this black guy who's doing it.
Well, it's like I'm talking to this one person online, and they're pulling that shit, and I said, look, I'm not sending you any money. I'm not buying you any iTunes cards, any fucking bullshit. You want to talk to me? You want to be a part of my life? Cool. But you're gonna fucking vid chat me and confirm your identity, and you're not gonna fucking ask me for fucking money. Because friendship or otherwise, I'm not gonna have a relationship with somebody that's centered around my fucking wallet. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
I think the funny.
Hey, Grandmaster, how did we do that? Oh, how did we pull up that identity check? Touch your nose.
Yeah.
That's how you test to see if it's a recording or not. Wow, yeah. Just do it. Show me your finger. See, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, dude, like that's how you like validify, see if you're talking to a BS or whatever.
Yep.
Like even if it is a camera, you can't do a command right off command. That means that it's bullshit straight up and down.
Hey,
Yep.
And any person in the world, like, put your finger on your nose. Anybody who has some kind of sarcastic bone in their body will do exactly that.
Who went to the same high school as I did, and we both face chatted, phone call, and text everything else. Both to my high school. She's older than me by 5.5 years, and I've seen her. Face chatted, and yeah.
Yep.
get out of there. Come on.
Yeah, there are so many fucking scammers anymore. It's like, I understand it's hard to get a fucking job, but you really gotta just try to fucking scam people to send you fucking money, fucking.
I mean, it's
$50
honestly
iTunes
really not
card
that hard to
there.
get a job.
Here is the
Unless
worst
you're in
part
California,
ever.
Anywhere else, it's not that hard to get a job. Like California,
Here
it's
is the
hard,
worst.
yes,
Yeah.
but
Here
not
is the
anywhere
worst
else.
scam ever. Okay, this is the worst scam ever. Okay, it's going to Instagram. There's a page where somebody makes free money. Okay, free money. And the only way to win this money, to get your money, is you have to donate a card to get your money.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta.
okay, well, you want $500,000. Okay. Question: how do I get this $500,000? Because I can use it to buy my son a car.
Right.
Oh, are those ice?
So it said, well, you have to
I love the
go
pack.
to the store and get an iTunes card for the amount of $500.
You sent him an
To get-
iTunes card for $500?
Yeah.
Ouch.
To get my $500,000. So I thought, what's the catch? What's the catch?
I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm making smoke.
Because
Well, it's like, okay, that thing that Bird sent earlier. Did anybody see what I said?
I didn't, because I was actually lurking around a cemetery when that shit was sent to me.
I sat there and I read it, and then I saw Wire. Hold on one second.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go smoke a cigarette.
You gotta let me play with your boobies and jump up and down in your butt.
So the person told me that I would need to
Hold on one second.
give my name, my address, and I'm like, no, I'm good. No, I don't trust people. I don't
A
trust
lot of these
people.
motherfuckers are fucking African. Like they're from they live in Africa. That's where a lot of these fucking scammers are. It's like,
Yeah, they're located somewhere in the African nation, sometimes India, because I get a call from India once in a while for like they'll tell me where Microsoft picked up work, or for the FB or for the IRS, and I go, dude, do you know that Microsoft don't call you? You call them if you have any problems with your computer, your software, or your ex-wife's vibrator and shit. Do you know that shit? Well, that's not the real Microsoft. I go, motherfucker, they don't call you and say, well, you gotta take care of virus on your computer. How do you know? I'm in the bathroom taking a shit, and you call me? What the fuck are you doing?
yeah, that's what antivirus software is for.
They called me one time while I was taking a shit. I go, dude, I'm in the bathroom taking a shit. How do you know I'm in front of my computer? How do you fucking know? Are you psychic? Dude, I'm in the bathroom taking a shit in the Oval Office, dropping a veto, and you're calling me, telling me, what content that you know you get right on your computer? How do you know? Have I flushed? Do you know if I flushed?
Right?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm taking a shit. Call me later when I get done jacking off. Leave me the hell alone. I swear, man. What the fuck?
But anyway, what I was saying is I was looking at what Bird had sent and everything, and it gives the definition sitting there saying we're choosing random people to give them a huge amount of money, a car, and a house, and everything. Share this if you're interested. We'll be watching. Vin Diesel. Here's the problem with it, and this is why I knew it was a scam right off the bat. Where it says Van Diesel, it actually says Van Diesel.
Van Diesel. Van Diesel wouldn't do this shit, dude.
Exactly.
The guy's an actor driving a Mercury Marauder. Maybe the Asian guy grabbed his dick and took it into the airport.
I don't get it. Like, who is that fucking gullible to fucking fall for this shit?
A lot of people.
There's one that bugged me. It's the FBI malware scam. Okay, you get it on your computer and your smartphone or your tablet, and you cannot, unless you turn off the computer, then back on again. What it is, you got to pay some motherfuckers some money so they'll unlock so you can have access on your computer.
And it's like, okay, how about I log in from another computer, trace your IP address, come to your house and beat your ass?
I tell the IP address. I hit him with a low orbital ion cannon.
Right?
Yeah. I literally hit this website with a low orbital ion cannon. Big time. Took your shit down. We're not back for the commercial.
Bathroom.
There's
There was 2 lamps. Remember, there was a green one on the ground.
Yeah.
a lamp by the fridge.
You can show me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most of these people, they're probably out of Africa or some country like that, aren't they?
We've returned from being shadow banned, are the words of Batman.
Yeah. I've noticed you get cut off more than anybody.
Oh,
Because I know my shit. I know my shit. I don't have faith, hope, or I know my shit.
And when he doesn't know the shit, I know the shit. We do it if we hold off.
Because I'm constantly don't give a fuck what I say.
So
and
here-
constantly breaking my
and it was
levels just
Right.
to fucking prove to people that they are ignorant sheeple.
okay. There's the
And have goldfish.
Remember?
That hypocrite that said we shouldn't
There's
punish
Jay.
him, and now he says we shouldn't.
Here.
Babies! She just shakes her head.
Right here.
I love it when the wiggle jiggling boats. In my face.
Here.
Yeah, I'll fucking
Carry
tell
on.
straight up. Like, I'll fucking help a motherfucker out all day long. But you ain't gonna fucking scam me. Fucking hit me left and right for fucking money. You go fuck yourself. In the ass with a cactus. I'll play that bullshit.
Keep for letting us be allowed internet, DARPA.
Did you guys hear about that little girl who hacked the website that does the voting results?
Yeah, I did.
It was just a simulation.
Story
It was
a story that I brought up. A 10-year-old girl hacked a mock voting program just to prove how easy it was. It was a story that I brought up a screenshot of, and Grandmaster went and researched it for us.
yeah.
Yeah, look at Catherine Brewster's face. That made her put down the gun for a minute and say, like, wait, what?
There was a 16-year-old kid that hacked Apple devices and shit because he wanted to work for Apple.
Yep. At least they did something productive.
Everybody some rifle did it. The pros are saying that.
I think everybody's getting cut off. So I think
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. I mean, we've been recording for a while, so
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. This is the Tin Man with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance.